Howdy, 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 my beautiful Virgo. How are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today, honey, I'm going to be getting into your weekly tarot horoscope reading, Taurus, for the month of October 2021. Remember, it does not matter what you identify as, Taurus, whether it's he, she, they, them, anything inside or outside of that spectrum, Taurus. If this reading is going to resonate with you, darling, it's going to resonate with you. If you do enjoy this tarot reading today, you find some cards that resonate with you, let me know in the comments below. Or if you just enjoy my vibe, darling, I would really appreciate it, Virgo, if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot. And I always appreciate it when you do that extra step to support me, Virgo. Keep in mind, though, I am just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better. Tarot cards are just here, weekly tarot readings, at least my weekly general tarot readings, Taurus, Virgo, rather, I apologize, are just here to give you some food for thought for today, Virgo. Perspective to consider, but never making the choices in your life, Virgo, because it is your life to live, not mine and not these tarot cards, Virgo. Also, if you want to book a private personal reading with me, Virgo, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com, darling. So be sure to check that out if you want to book a private reading with me. But other than that, Virgo, let's just jump into your weekly tarot horoscope messages. Let's see what's going on for you. First and foremost, though, Virgo, you already know the drill. We got to do a little bit of a vibe check, a little bit of a tarot scope to see the direction of where the energies are going to be looking like for y'all this week, Virgo. Let's see here. You guys have the Empress card, Miss Libra card right now, Virgo. There's, as we're in Libra season. So with this Empress card here, I feel as if, I always call this Empress card like my character building card, Virgo. This is the card of where I really associate that you guys, it is a card of fertility, Virgo, but I never feel comfortable talking about like pregnancies, like actual like making pregnancy predictions, because I know that can be a touchy subject for some people, in weekly general tarot readings, because chances are someone might be getting pregnant, darling. But I like to more so refer to the fertility energy portion to this in a general reading, in the sense of giving birth to something. Deep thoughts, Velka. Giving birth to your dreams, and really, it's almost as like you needed to experience some life experiences, darling, and you probably have continued experiencing them, Virgo, to really create something in your life. So definitely I feel as if this week you guys might be having, like, some of you guys might be having a little bit of a challenging week, admittedly, in the, if you guys, my hustlers, you may be dealing with some hurdles, but I feel like with the Empress card watching over you guys, Virgo, you guys are very in tune with the universe. So while you may be dealing with some hurdles, it's not going to necessarily feel as if like you're hitting brick walls, if that makes sense. It's going to be the sense of being like, all right, this challenge next, it's like you're going to be presented with challenges, but at the same time, these challenges are actually going to feel very productive for you, Virgo, because these challenges actually help give birth to something that you're wanting. So for example, right, maybe for some of you Virgos, it's like I keep seeing writing. So maybe some of my authors out there, Virgo, some challenges presented to you just help further your career towards writing and getting your books out there. Like, I feel like it's just very productive hurdles, if that makes sense. So let's continue on. We have the Strength card coming in for you, the Leo card. This came in for Taurus as well, but not in this deck. They got it twice, actually, from this deck as well as my Necronomicon deck. So I just find it amusing. I just need to clarify that. So the Strength card coming in here, you guys, Virgo, and I know from your previous weekly readings, you guys have been persevering through a lot. You guys have been going through a lot, haven't really let too many in on the struggle. I feel like you guys have just been like, it's one of those things where it's just like you've been dealing with the hurdles in your life, and you kind of just shrug, and you're like, all right, well, I mean, that's life, that's universe, and things don't always work out perfectly, right? But then you have the Chariot card coming in here, lots of major arcanas, darling. Can we get another one for you guys? So the Chariot card coming in here, I just heard very strongly, Virgo, help is on the way. And now I know from your previous weekly readings, Virgo, and I'll leave links to them on the top right hand corner of your screen, Virgo, where I was talking about where like someone in your near circle was going to be doing really well off, and I feel as if that was going to somehow affect your life in a positive way as well. Three of Pentacles coming in here. And I feel as if partnerships are coming in here for you, Virgo. I know from one of your readings as well, like some of your people might be coming into you, girl. Watch out now. Coming towards you, Virgo, in the sense of wanting to wanting to just like work with you in some way, and I felt as if like you guys needed to just take a chance on something, do a little bit of a risk, darling. And I know it's easier for me to just tell you, Virgo, be like, girl, take this risk, darling, when I'm just flipping some cards and be like, yeah, girl, take that risk, it's gonna work out perfectly. But you're the one actively having to take that risk and experience like the potential repercussions of it. But I feel as if this is really honing back in, especially with this Three of Pentacles, where it's just like it's looking really fabulous for my Virgos that are wanting to break the mold, is something that I'm hearing. Breaking the mold, doing something out of their comfort zone, Virgo. Definitely challenging for you, but I feel like it's just going to be very profitable for you. So let's get some clarifiers here. We have here the Six of Cups here on that Strength card. Now, normally the Six of Cups can come in a different couple ways, Virgo. The Six of Cups can talk about like some past energy coming forward, but it also can be talking about, by definition, of like an receiving of a gift or receiving of an offer, Virgo. And I kind of feel like more so in that way for you guys. We have here the Page of Pentacles, Page of Discs in this deck coming in here on that Chariot card. Communication is definitely going to be coming in this week. And then the Hermit card coming in, Hermit card coming in here on that Three of Pentacles. So this is a storyline that I'm getting, Virgo. You guys had kind of just been keeping to yourself for a while. I feel like that's, I'm not chastising you guys for that whatsoever, Virgo. I feel as if that's definitely what you guys have been, y'all know what you need to be doing, darling. First and foremost, you don't need me to have giving you like the thumbs up, darling, and telling you guys keep doing you, because y'all been doing just fine without hearing this man with some rainbows and a little frog on their earring to tell you, be like, yeah, girl, keep doing you. But I feel as if you guys have been just so focused on like your own personal hustle, just your own trying to just keep your own head afloat, Virgo, that you haven't, because you've been working so hard solo for a while, whenever this opportunity comes forward to you to work with other people or to just really involve yourself with other people, socializing with other people, your first reflex may be just to be like, no, girl, I'm good. I'm going to just be focusing on giving birth to my dreams, hopes and dreams. Because you might see this initially as like a distraction, I feel. You might see this as a distraction, or you won't initially see how it's going to feed into your bigger picture. Feel as if for many of you Virgos, you're just wanting to stay in your comfort zone right now, which again, I can entirely sympathize with. I entirely understand, Virgo, to be in that mindset. But at the same time, just like I was in your previous reading, Virgo, where I was talking about taking a risk, I feel as if you still want to take that risk. I still feel as if like you getting out of your comfort zone with something, especially for those that have been trying to get some type of financial break, really going to the next level with something, Virgo. I feel as if connections are the key components to doing that, Virgo. Third quarter moon adjustments are required. So you are going to have to be getting out of your current way of handling things, breaking out of your routine, Virgo. You are being, your life situation is setting up in such a way where you are going to be having to be adjusted, darling. You can't be staying comfortable too much longer because your story just gets so much better. There's so many big things planned for you, Virgo, for your future, that you gotta break out of this. You have the Cardinal card coming in here. So this card says the polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures, Virgo, are out of balance. So do whatever it is that you need to do to bring them back into equilibrium. Now, actually, Virgo, I feel as if this card more so comes in just as like the sign of just the actual cardinal coming in. I feel as if many of you Virgos are going to resonate with this type of Avery in specific, just as like some type of spiritual affirmation for some of you guys. Maybe you identify this with a past relative or a spirit guide, or I feel like there's more significance to this cardinal card than some type of red bird that holds a little bit more relevance to some of you Virgos. But overall, taking just the message itself as well, Virgo, this is just really the sense of where, what's in the cards for you to make so much sense as to why you would have the Empress card now, Virgo, is because you are going to be adjusted. Your life is going to definitely be shifted a little bit to get you in closer alignment with what you're destined to do, what you're destined to be, what you're destined to accomplish, Virgo. Now, I know this, darling, whenever someone uses the word destined, isn't those grandiose freaking words, darling, right? So it can kind of sound intimidating initially, but I do feel like that's just kind of the case for you, Virgo. I feel as if you guys are destined for so many a lot of big things in your life. And it's this sense now where your spirit guides are kind of just like, all right, Virgo, it's like time to like get up, smell the coffee, darling, you know, opening the curtains, removing the blackout curtains, darling, be like, let's go. It's, you know, break time is over, darling. So I definitely like where this is going for you, Virgo. Again, with that Page of Pentacles, definitely be open to what is coming towards you this week in terms of different offers. Maybe it's even for you, Virgo, where it's like you get some type of business idea, some type of plan where it's just like, let me try this out with this person. But maybe you wouldn't initially just go out and say outright and be like, hey, let's do this with a friend, maybe starting a business or whatever, like I said in your previous reading. Excuse me. But I feel like you really want to take up on that opportunity, Virgo. So now, darling, let's get into the good things that are in the works for you, Virgo. We have the Seven of Swords coming in here for you. We have here the Eight of Wands, Virgo. And then we have the Ten of... Girl, that card. The Ten of Pentacles. It's a good thing it landed on my table still, darling, so I was not going to pick it up otherwise. We have the Ten of Pentacles coming in here. So... you know, with this Seven of Swords, this is a card, this is a direct message where it's just like you guys have been taking on so much by yourself. You know, it's kind of like a little bit of bursting at the seams a little bit, you know, things coming undone. Eight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles here. I do feel as if there's movement, Virgo, in the sense of your career, in the sense of a lot of y'all's financial situation. But, you know, Ten of Pentacles also could just refer to your family life as well, Virgo. But I feel as if, you know, in terms of speaking to my Virgos that are trying to change up their financial situation, I feel as if the good things in the works for you guys is like what's working out to be very much so. Again, the sense of where help is on the way, but it comes in with a different opportunity that you may not initially want to be involved with. We have here the Seven of Cups coming in on that Seven of Swords. So you're gonna be, whenever this initially comes in, Virgo, you guys are just naturally gonna exude your Virgo self and just start I don't want to say over because that sounds dismissive. You're gonna start analyzing this to death, darling. You're gonna start figuring out, being like, you know, I feel as if you can kind of almost see the potential in this, but at the same time, the habit that you might get into, Virgo, where it's just like you consider all the possibilities, and because you consider all the possibilities, that just might be a way for you to choose to just stay comfortable again, Virgo. So take that as you will. I just feel so strongly for you guys, Virgo, that there's just something big in the works for you guys, but your spirit is trying so hard and trying to realign you and getting you out of your comfort zone to really accomplish that. We have here the, what is this? The Two of Pentacles here. Without fail, anytime I see the Seven of Swords, I always see the Two of Pentacles coming in shortly after, and then the Devil card coming in on that Ten of Pentacles. So whatever that Devil card looks like, it's been affecting your stability. You haven't really known what to do about it. You haven't really known how to overcome this one final hurdle, this one, you know, I mean, quite literally, the devil in your life, whatever this is in for you, whether it's like a habit or what have you. It could even be a person, Virgo. You haven't quite known what to do with this, and I feel as if, Virgo, the good things that are in the works for you guys is if you guys just make a decision. Truly, if you guys just make a decision, Virgo, and just commit to just really new energy, and to really, because I feel as if some of you guys need to be a little bit more daring, Virgo. That is just something that I'm just feeling. I feel as if some of you guys need to be a bit more daring, and that daring energy is going to just be rewarded in tenfold for you, Virgo. So yeah, enough of this, Virgo. We're going to give these cards to Miss Aretha Franklin, darling. We're going to be giving these cards to Miss Barbara Walters, Virgo. And now we're going to get into your spirit guide and ancestral messages for this week. We have here the Queen of Cups, really emphasizing this sense on good people being around you, Virgo. Good people being around you, and the Queen of Cups. In this artwork, it is actually a cup. But in many artworks of the Queen of Cups, Virgo, it's a card where she's holding a trophy and focusing in on that trophy. Now, admittedly, I'm not quite sure why this Queen of Cups is very like polar opposite of what the Queen of Cups is usually exuding. You know, that could even be a sign of where some of you guys kind of have lost sight, Virgo, on bigger dreams. I feel as if some of you guys might have just, I don't want to be aggressive with this, Virgo, but it's just almost as if you guys have become content with not being as much of a main character in your own life, Virgo. You guys may have become more content with the idea of not accomplishing bigger dreams, bigger goals with your life. You're just like, you know what? I'm okay with this. I don't need to have these grandiose things. I don't need to have my own business. I don't need to whatever. And it's just like, girl, King of Swords here coming in for you, Virgo. And then finally the Three of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely addressing your spirit guides and ancestors are addressing, Virgo, really just your mindset with something. I feel as if you guys have become a little bit comfortable with playing it low. I don't know if you guys, Virgo, are necessarily like doubting your abilities or doubting like what it is you can accomplish, but it almost feels as if like something from your past, you know, maybe like your past physical endeavors with work or what have you, kind of impacted you for like your motivation towards accomplishing things for your future, I feel. And so it's kind of this message where it's just like some of you guys have lost sight of just how fabulous you are, how good you are, Virgo, or how talented you are, and what it is that you could actually accomplish because of this disappointment with that Three of Swords, Virgo, that you just kind of like this wake-up call and be like, hey, Virgo, remember what it is that we were working on, darling. We have here the Three of Swords coming in again with that Queen of Cups. So yeah, there's some type of disappointment in some type of field in your life, Virgo, where you're just like, you know what, after this disappointment happened, you know, you hit that brick wall with something, and then instead of trying to find a way around it, you were just like, all right, let me take up camp here, darling, for a little bit. And I feel like you guys are just taking up camp somewhere and just chose to be comfortable for just a little bit longer than what you were what spirit was anticipating. Be like, all right, girl, like you had your break, darling, but we got to keep it moving. We got to keep it going, darling. You know, remember what it is that you've been trying to accomplish. Six of Pentacles coming in here with that King of Swords, as well as the Ten of Swords coming in on that Three of Swords. And so, yeah, this is really just a time, Virgo, for you guys, where it's just like this period of rest is done with you. Like, you know, spirit is really saying, it's like, hey, this chapter in your life, it's done. We're checked out of this disappointment now. You know, this rest period, this peace period is over with, darling. It's time to get back onto the track. It's time to really start hustling even more again, Virgo, because I feel as if, again, I don't want this to come off, Virgo, as if you haven't been hustling, but I just feel as if, you know, you could burn your light so much brighter than what it currently is something that I just feel very strongly in saying. Is like you could burn your light so much more than what it currently is, and I feel like deep down you know that as well. We have, girl, we have, you know, tens representing closures, by the way. We have the Falcon card coming in here. Act on the opportunity that's before you and commit to it without equivocation. So this goes back to that Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups energy that I was talking about, when it's like it's presented to you, this idea is presented to you, Virgo, but then, you know, you might be a little bit initially a little bit hesitant on going forward with it, just because, again, you're considering all these options, and spirit is literally telling you, it's just like, nope, this opportunity here, you don't need to overanalyze this, you don't need to overthink this, just do it, darling, just do it. Your spirit guides are telling you just to do it, because look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture, look at what it is that you can accomplish. I feel like, again, like your spirit guides, Virgo, are just telling you to just like think bigger, like plan bigger, like you can do so much bigger than where you're currently at. And that's not downplaying what it is that you've accomplished up until this point, Virgo. It's just your spirit guide saying, darling, they're just be like, hey, like you can do so much more, you know. And it's just like your spirit guides are just like, did you lose sight of this? You know, did you forget that you could do more? Did you forget like how bright your light could burn, Virgo? Just all that. So enough of those messages. Let's get into your social reading now. Let's see what people around you. Judgment card coming in here for you, Virgo, with the Queen of Wands. And then the Seven of Wands coming in here, Virgo. So funnily enough, I feel like we're tapping into a multitude of people. I feel drawn to do one more here. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like, yeah, Virgo, for those, you know, my Nine of Pentacles is a very positive card, I always say, for self-employment, for those, again, my hustlers. I feel as if there's someone around you that plays a very direct role in terms of doing something more entrepreneurial for you, Virgo. And I'm being shown like picture frames, so I'm taking this as an impression, Virgo, that you already know who this person is. Maybe you have them as like on your photos, in your phone a lot as photos. Ace of Wands here on that Judgment card. with the Three of Cups here. Yeah, you definitely know this person, Virgo. You know this person. You know, there's this person that wants to work with you really badly. Two of Cups here. You're getting nothing but positive, very positive, strong cards, Virgo. I do want to say, definitely, if you guys have been trying to manifest love, Virgo, it's definitely in the cards for this. So, you would know who this person is, but because they feel this energy strongly as well, that's kind of like a side note that I kind of feel like is more so just for like maybe like 15% of you guys, Virgo. The main message here, Virgo, is just where it's like there's someone in your life, Virgo, that you're really just, I know I keep using destined, but you're destined to work with them. You're destined to do something bigger with them, Virgo. So it's just this sense of where it's just like, really, it's just about action, taking action in regards to this and really just agreeing to be like, you know what, let's do this. Getting both Two and Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. The Two of Cups is becoming like partners in crime with one another. And, you know, even with the Queen of Wands, you know, notice how there's this theme of just overly happy energy where it's just like, yes, we're gonna, you know, even look, like with this flame here, this Queen of Wands starts with a small flame, but starts burning brighter and brighter for you, Virgo. So it's just like really the key message here for you, darling, is just that you guys need to just do something, darling. You need to do something with this person. There's someone in your life that you can really do something entrepreneurial with. So those are the messages. I'm going to do a moon oracle, just one last one. A time for healing, balsamic moon with the gorilla card. Take time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially family members. There's just definitely the sense here, Virgo, where it's just like someone in your life, working with them is going to be extremely healing for you, and really just, again, almost like helps you find your own light, helps you find your purpose, and reminds you of your purpose, rather, because you know your purpose, Virgo. You just might have lost sight of it for a little bit. But Virgo, that is the weekly tarot reading that I have for you, darling. If you enjoyed this reading, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to book a private reading with me, my website's always linked down below. Next to my social medias, TikTok and Instagram, SimplyVelca.com, and also my social medias being SimplyVelca, honey. But yeah, until I connect to you sometime in the near future, Virgo, I love you so much. Bye.